Me pacho de obey any say oba subscribe it, ne share, ne like it, ne send the movie so in your binge. A higher case pause. Madinka culture, the ye come was most by a Sante Kotoko because ye ukumase. Ana Tim Papa Bakwa Ewo Europa ye need dear Barcelona.
Didn't kind, mammy no can't be on him said Napoli for after said Romelu Lukaku a prayer. I was some corporate striker 3 months coaching into me train. Inti Omo by England. Omo koko didn't kind Omo by Man U. Say omo here strikers. Now we say Man U for 2 strikers. And we dey available. Joshua Zexi and Ramos Huilod. And a man you see succeed ye. Your coach and say enye on tono. Inti entwaso. Inti Joshua succeed ye ne de anye. And I'm so Ramos Hoyland or available. Never just some the good offer and na edeba. Inti Ramos Hoyland de no say essence ewiem. It's somebody who come de atuo. Omo kwa prepare offer the aba. Omo weye and call Chelsea. Sir Nicholas Jackson no want some exercise. Omunya and so bope. Inti I want some so to say Chelsea edit the womb so abom. Inti say Napoli for aba strikers no omugu so a omo epe. We be ye we so enye Savinho. Manchester City force eventually after crowd omotwa so omonton boy no. It's just a Tottenham coffee. To be any say a City for la pesque ni bia kan ho say pam so na omuka so ompe dia omonton dia. Well, that is the story coming up. Say enya dia ombeso so. Real Madrid na me adoma omone Osasuna na ebo squad. A Madrid e dey ko Osasuna. Enie. Sebu Kutua, Andrew Lunin, Sergi Mestri. Defenders: Danny Carvajal, Adam Militao, David Alaba, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Asensio, Alvaro Carreras, Fran Garcia, Dean Howson. Midfielders: Fede Valverde, Aurelien Chouameni, Ada Gule, Danny Ceballos, and Thiago Pitache. Akwadana Makasa, Cicedie, coach in the feeling brutal. Anymore, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Rodrigo Goes, Gonzalo Garcia, Brahim Diaz, and Franco Manstantuano. Nature say, Aquadano, when your opportunity to join the team. Biggie, first face.
Napoli, as a striker, are possibly able to me about replacing Romelu Lukaku because Lukaku is out injured for 3 months or more there. Coach Antonio Conte feels a Jumano person going into the new season. On to me, Massa position in the Honorable Pine, especially looking at the quality signings. Our year at the Ababe Kani team in the Honor. Not just a season, he's in for business. Now, Ulusi Romelu Lukaku a very big blow, looking at the performance and then the experience. And so, at the man Napoli Bobo no performance, I was dying over the years. Anytime he gets the opportunity to feature for Napoli, certainly, what Chelsea or our quality, in almost every team I come. There are times I call clubs more. And Yaman was expected. Man United was an example. The performance, even though they're not that bad. But I feel that at Manchester United, the expectation was too huge. Now, man, for expecting Romelu Lukaku, be a broso, and I say, bro, draining Tiasieso, and Uncle Banasa. But aside that, any club with no opportunity be an Abranti and a chair, say he has that kind of quality. Last season, he was one of the best players for Napoli. With 36 matches in the league, or share 10 goals, assisted 14 times. Romelu Lukaku na ye nimu no. At the idea for the canny game, first, Nanka Obo Lukaku Diam, you are only going to be thinking about goal scoring. But Romelu Lukaku last season, actually said, or the chances creation, any assist and so he has become a helper not only to no nation but oboa and teammates and so nya goals ni be there because Lukaku be 10 no be assist 14 there obe expect such from make say bia a midfielder bia or a very good when it comes to assisting but Romelu Lukaku yes say humanity so almost such a player e be hard but then again options now you have to get somebody Oba ye no betimi aba be wram no ma that kind of performance I be share. Nicholas Jackson so ko Chelsea so ko akopend na ba enya bad. Per the numbers last season he was way better than Rasmus Højlund. Nicholas Jackson has 10 goals in the league. Rasmus Højlund and me and 5 goals campo league mo. And certainly there was vast difference between the two. Say about performance our park and so say striker ejina na OC kind of man team there. Na Nicholas Jackson and so better. And so at the chain, a player friend say Rasmus Højlund. Bakwaku, adia bakone say toko na ba beda hono no. Ube hia obi a oba na oba hit the ground running. Because the coach any time or they be twen a, menye sure say nko be kwa striker. Ko be pro bi kwampa na makeshift. No ma bom game star. But coach if you say on team in 20 na also fail it out to no. And if you are bringing in somebody, now one you careful. No na mama me shame no be shame or hit the ground running na nema konkan. Na ya yesen ko one for obi amampo ankenye hwe. I also take a critical look. Jackson any experience? Only experience when it comes to the Italian Serie A. Okay. Rasmus Højlund has experience in the Italian Serie A.
Good angle. Very good.
Wa Bobby da.
Yeah.
At least the last season the boy already joining Manchester United or 9 goals. E will league ni mu. And Manchester United koko turn no edin here den. Edin buy. And Abia na only a lot of numbers in the Premier League. But because of what experience in the Italian Serie A and not only be a better fit for the job than Jackson.
I'm sure Sekasa no crowd see.
Yes. It's the adaptation compose so any problem in your day. Mfamano. It's the coach in international own way options in a year. Say a numbers in the America, I'll go for Jackson on any day. But at least the Premier the Italian Serie A experience and adaptation into Emma Rasmus Højlund and so Gina baby Jackson enya de ben enyina ho. Enti a very tough decision between these two. And I feel say
between the two, Højlund is more available like saying Nicholas Jackson because already he say man you too desperate to let him go though market anymore.
Of course. Chelsea amana ye clear say offer bi ba na ye kama obema Jackson akọ. But Rasmus Højlund there Manchester United just needs to free up space. Because Manchester United needs money, that is number one. If you feel say player be about that's your supposed to requirement there. Adenti na yema wonko na yemfa other players enye de ben emma mishim and I say obiampo ama at least akwanya abemo ebetimi dia service kakaka and so ewo enti ono no available. I think say and looking at the situation no so it looks like Manchester United wants him out. Because for a player on one can guarantee interview so a person alternative you know fighting for the position. But club and also looking for available offers a player and if you want to corner there. Then clearly Manchester United in here play and with team. And I feel that Napoli technical handlers no and no munim komoni ye. No one share the beboa between these two players.
ISI so I'm just assuming say omuni budget for a striker where they improve him and probably will be a loan because I'm planning for and it's going to be very difficult and then Barcelona for training anchor so name Juan Garcia, Pedri, Dani Olmo, Wojak Sectioni, Aurel Romeo hey kofo krankai no omunyina be training e Barcelona do na and a day of into Pedri, Juan Garcia, Dani Olmo, Wojak Sectioni, Aurel Romeo omunyina be training and so we make about some no registration on say Juan Garcia register no ya register Rashford aka the rest of the place when him say Barcelona for mpanyim for no say the next player they want to register Wojak Sectioni matter say coach no say dabi they should register Gerard Martin first Nti no so I stand off kakra. Nti ha dwen ba we ne den.
Ade ba ko a medwene ho sisi ana say coach no enye careful. I am using the word onye careful because at this stage you have to look at priorities. The central defense role, our person Gerard Martin Banoba Bono. There are other players are in the absence of Gerard Martin or Mobo.
But honestly, mami kawe nka ho. Runa Ruyu coach ni sister no ni passing game no mpe. And of you say games being getting to say Mayuka Modiano. Ko betime use Gerard na or they are building a confidence. What I said because I can see any day you cannot just put him where our risky. I hear the other boy now but in games be saying because available no they build the boy in the confidence because clearly we hear a left-footed player it was our rule.
Sure, a very understandable.
Yeah.
But I did mention here say in the absence of Gerard Martin, there are other players are mobile. Okay. Barcelona in resource.
Okay.
But young fan say menka say sabisio but the pra ekabon one gasia ekoko practice and say accumulated cards and be a one gasia red card. Chasney is not registered. Basa betimi enya trust in the other goalkeepers. Inaki Pena. That is the big question. And until I make us
no so grano on the 9 sequence for Okukumu Baba so on chain until some register we just
yes.
Just on chain.
Yes. And even with the say Yamfana say Onyan Koye. Na ebi accumulated card eba red card aba and I say prebia ba na Inaki Pena step into the goalpost and it's just in the performance of the last season just in the available may sure say almost all the Barcelona supporters ebe person just in the moment be available no other pony
yeah
because he's a better goalkeeper than Inaki Pena until that make us say coach na on setting the priorities right. Me wo gidie enim se eye every Barcelona player or available be about be register no enkosi se bibia nko na we enkosi registration ni bibia no na Barca register everybody our Tony bia but then again coach enya very careful minim wonya some kind of trust our Gerard Martin mu and I am happy for the young guy. I am saying I am happy for Gerard Martin because Ekweku adia ba ko a ede wo football mu pa and say u coach wo mu gidie
no correct
obia se onyade amanfo se unimbo but coach ni nanim de wo hu wo mu amananya sa kind of trust and confidence wo mu mamemfa obi to say Ramirez an example when Ramirez came to Chelsea now the performance nye Chelsea supporters minim Chelsea supporters are na omokwa heball e match viewing centers omokwa omudi kan gina abonten ma Chelsea lineup ba lineup ne ba na Ramirez wo ma omuntua no omudi omusika kofie because I'm saying Ramirez will match Chelsea be lose. But Ramirez was fortunate say over two coach ni nya gidie wonimu Carlo Ancelotti na ordinate boy ni mistakes na or correct no de bia na alternate boy ni kaka afa it got to that point Chelsea supporters now omo train na Ramirez ba owo ma omo ntuaska na omo kofie no kokwa afa omo match viewing centers na omo ko train line up de ba no omo Ramirez wom afei mum first so owo no mkofie se sia se onim mum mbekofie owo ma omo se owo mu nko de Chelsea beche just because he got a coach and what trust with him no ye ni ho adwuma enti I'm happy for Gerard Martin se coach no orum ni woni mu gidie and per juma ye hu ansifle se why on certain other players to get them to the kind of level I who last season no I have that kind of trust and the confidence so baby with Gerard Martin I'm a Gerard Martin I who last season any ball and Obono. He's going to be one of the best players for Barcelona.
One of the players who mutsimi keke ball pa is Gerard Martin, honestly.
The long passes.
O passable ni ye pa, but on this on timi true cut to say Alejandro Baldi ninti say all the Baldi judge na obeka so nimbo. What I say, but ni nine more do. And it did. Well, Jabi Alonso press conference and a biggie Kobisa and say Franco Manstantuano acquire no starting training. Coach and say opeso my boy ni minutes kakra nti ebia against Osasuna no opeso man minutes kakra na on the boy ni kasa ni hu dwiri ni pa o say the kind of in someone boy ni can no che say boy ni matured was when susu say akra no na dwemu abie sa eno nko bi sansa Barcelona epeso mkobo La Liga game e wo Miami for anu tubu bi sancho for ha dwen yo eno say Real Madrid at the statement about that case, only Madrid for your dream. The Madrid for can't be simple. And then Javi Alonso be in press conference no. Him say Nanoya. Ko bi Salami Yamal. Ohun Lami Yamal. Ne level ne someone for the level no osoro. And I say ono oni machine. Ye dey measure level.
Hey. Bruni ne ka fon ta.
Hey, and then Javi Alonso minim de ba ni mu a. And now me say also oni machine here or they check a level.
Yeah, they measure level.
Yeah, they measure level into no.
Wow.
Mo na mo kan level as some ontimi nka. What I say?
Kwabu on.
And mami sanka bako.
Okay.
Century bako say, do you think the media is putting a lot of pressure on Lamine Yamal? Second question about Lamine, you take the coach in Eka. Do you think the media is putting a lot of pressure on Lamine Yamal? And Javi Alonso say, I don't know. I don't have a blood pressure monitor. I don't know. I don't have a blood pressure monitor. Oh, and then Jabi Alonso, I can press conference.
There been a contempt for the third You are asking Real Madrid coach so many questions about a Barcelona player.
Some person on fan and two bas and some.
Koku, I thought I had you need too much.
The coach is also
Koku, there are a lot of players in the Real Madrid setup. So what I say, you could have asked him about the Rodrigo situation.
And the crowd will be sad.
Yes, now if you say Obepe center back, because if you say anything, there are a lot of problems in the Real Madrid team. I'll bet me a bisa honsem. You decided to ask about a Barcelona player.
And say, can say, oh, mini comment.
Koku untem for your hard genetic. Your hard genetic. Koku Franco Mastantuano. I am happy the coach knows how to introduce players into games.
Okay.
I am saying this because you have a lot of talent. Coaches are normal handle and also teams. And how to introduce them into games. I feel Emma players never be a flop. Obi Ohorma or a good player, quality player. But obey here saying kakan or the woman into the kind of system of finding a home, into the kind of environment of finding a home. Not in kakan when who game in any song system and it's no what me abo. But coach be Ohorma or few say mato player and quadi me here at the same UC player no and to play on a bar. And found only play an experience. And found only terrain na play an ababi PM. Say oye new, say onye new. Or far player na 90 minutes. Kone kokobo. But me nim. Say a lot of these players, especially Omo Mufi South America, Ebano. The European football terrain is totally different from Omo terrain no money woman. Into Oba. Obayan and kakan no integrating into the squad. Ebia 5 minutes, Ebia 10 minutes, Ebia 15 minutes. Kakan. Na player ne getting used to the kind of play. Ebia man 90 minutes. The mistakes but also for people to start criticizing him, say he's a bad player. An example, na me you. Look at how Arteta introduced Jokeres in his first Premier League game.
Yeah.
Minutes now the man, expose player.
Yeah. True. A fact.
Benjamin Sesko, Manchester United. But people didn't talk about him so much because the minutes in there.
And also for sheer power.
Yes. But a man for can because minutes in there. It's the only fan judging the performance.
No correct.
It's in a gradually 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
No correct.
That player need to get used to the new terrain of finding a one. But what command baby bear? A bear expose player. No. It is a minute in this and I say or perform bad and that's our best man. A man for can want him because you feel that when you enough time I had to judge. It's I'm happy. Say Coach Xabi Alonso who said no. Now on how to integrate the player into the Real Madrid setup. He's coming from a different environment, totally different. Young players are from the same leagues. I call another club in the same league. Now I call one to me more.
Yeah.
Now how much more Obi of a different continent and so by a different continent. Name and put on my big boys. It was South America. Omo by a beginning there in the moment.
No correct.
Master Antonio is only a young boy with prospects and good talent. And all about Real Madrid. Into one who quite have a faster than a rat team anymore. A baby I say na all Baba be say akoda ne bobo.
Akurano, I think say me no asa dede ono ho na ono so no kura o ma na no nda nkenye sa me feel say e was say nka oyi pressure ni di free no so to say on say the reason why make us say Barca ne Madrid no hu sa kwada wo ba na ye hype wa wo ba ye every touch bi obe touch bi amon for do muni ehwe
oh yeah
into pressure no enye easy to say ya ato Endrick no hwe Endrick oba Benzema mo time and omo ye ne to say de omo ye Vini no a enka problem ni wo
yeah
because Vini o start enwa no okola masia kakra na sorry okọ Castilla kakra no aba mpanyifo no mu kakra na o hie
say ni na all the steady terrain no
but Endrick buy no to know oh say Endrick problem no ahoma so eh na on the girl akwada kitikiti won dey di 8 na the girlfriend di nachi na hype oh say ayesa pressure inti oba ya wo touch bia na amanfo start analyze
yeah
meanwhile inka Endrick age awedi any born now born can one no
oh yeah
but pressure or the inti say no wasan so akwa number 9 say wasan so ba pressure be e beto no so
koku inti no
inti ka boy nka be de minyaya nka low key but masa akura no oba trainer space be e hye no just obu no hu senior player
nankasa no I don't know it seems like he has some sort of confidence and so to be confident is very good but say a quatraso na ekoye overconfidence to da wankasa na
on even in ejira ho no sa die ni tika kwa na vim
o twane tattoo kakra and so aka ho say
you already look like a big boy I say o jini hudi o and I say ada gule mo bra mo be brand sa na ne ma fa de amom no no ni baby o ba no hu
confidence is good, but a toda I overconfidence. And I want to hear back now, Baby Hunter one casa. And I am only hoping, sir, or live up to expectation because the kind of hype any buzz surrounding him must Antuono must.
Okay.
At the point, in Madrid supporters need be crampo. If you say, oh, Rodrigo Beco uncle must Antuono ba any idea. So all these things. And there's attention there.
Misro the man.
A shas ya obi e baba be hesa amastantuono no.
And no na misro no. Mikramenya enye. Hey, rade. Okay. O de. Hwe pressure de ma Barcelona ema eja Victor Hoke kwan no.
Yeah.
Ema e rain fi say wa be bo Barca pe sa Victor Hoke no. Oba hype sa. Nti asan kwada no obi apeso ai to sell Lamine Yamal. I'm sorry but that is the truth. Obi e ba o jini hudi give me chance pastor. Lamine nkomo ne de munyin free mu o ebetwa mu back I say I'm telling you kwada no everyone want to be like Lamine Yamal
of course ne size aye
nto no
betimi aye
master
but if you see abrabo na aye bon kwaku obia ne the kind of grace aye kita no
correct
na obia ne ba bi free ba na obia ne de edi na chi wa abrabo mu enti enkonkwohwa asemasi se watimi aye we enti ne chinchin a won so betimi aye a total self-belief ni timi ma oye but there are times I'm inti na mpedifo say o obi asaso sawasa o chia opa
well
inti anya time bia na obekwa hwe obi na what decide say o asemasi aye nko de metimi aye
okay the famous interviewer boy no yes ono de ofi Argentina and the best player the goat Lionel Messi
yeah
omupo na ni kira akora is master Madrid na wo no ye nka Messi asem o Madrid owie o say that's all that I can't we o say that's all what I say and now Kobisa Jabi Alonso press conference na say
and also there
and Jabi Alonso say o say boy na say because boy ni fi Argentina nti obedwen sa nti no ono opeso o say boy na say from boy ni perspective say o ya Argentina ni nti no kasa nti essential for interest
and the boy wonim Garnacho na
we dey jai
Garnacho we dey ni
o ja Argentina ni
Master Antonio
asabo nti Vinicius sorry what dey yenko Jude Bellingham so ne nsa no ene okọ gym o start say at the weights to ne nsa no so nti ene o ya shoulder exercises nti no ene the shoulder no pejada de obenyi nyama me nti Jude Bellingham enso so say the shoulder no maka say opeso recover bantam cra chance say send you see hu master Jacob Kiwior ono so offer Porto Fogu so bought Arsenal Punano South. Say offered Arsenal so a 7 million loan fee and a 20 million option to buy. Arsenal for Indian ticket. This is boy no cry and mama number board, boy no cronk. You want to visa? With delete Brentford the near man in free ne IG. Sounds so man uncle. What clear when near man in free ne IG said, Mo, someone never betting. Where you near man in free or Magay on sa story be Barca, the coach friend or chief and the coach so I brought me Chelsea boy, you know. Boy no call for say Debbie. On my catch and say I was so called so a doping test. It's not in the buofu for no cry, and not in a coach in the kaya. As a one shot, also once then the buofu say, I then on my friends on the bay doping. And unti ena or and yes, say be a buapayo, say on respect it. Biggie, Roma say, Area, Yakasasi, Omunse, Jadin Sancho. Omgusu train. Say, Omutsi what train Jadin Sancho say, my mom reply, up till now. Replied. What Pandiani, a former Sasuna player. Pandiani now say, hey, Ronaldo ya homa so papa. Or say those days now was Sasuna, only Ronaldo be boboa. Now Ronaldo TC Park no snow Sasuna for no supporters ni Runa. Bigi or say unima de Ronaldo ye. Or say Ronaldo said that far bot so bo free kick or supporters ni Runa. No a shot snow or the sound.
Let's watch that.
But say or target someone with Runa. No the shots this entire.
Yeah, so
Pandiani is almost well carrying on.
on one that was already Ronaldo.
We shall time Ronaldo. Now Ferdinand is saying, I say we say so be any yard. Ferdinand say Saliba ni Maghes England winning now partnership being where China. Name open the best defender a Virgil van Dijk. But partnership with dear a Arsenal dear no. I'm up for say Derby or Boachia, better than a Virgil van Dijk, the best defender we are say or say that it say or no say Premiership. Van Dijk didn't say one defender go for John Pa Van Dijk ka home. Valencia for the offer about for Ben Chilwell. Valencia at the offer about for Ben Chilwell. Me sure say Chelsea supporters to create refino. Inter Milan say Benjamin Pavard a free club with ma offer Dio Pamecano and so Edenaba. And also biggie me pacho. You see, there's this journalist who writes and is very close to Manchester United. Or German Athletic, you know. Reports be by natural margin so kakra say time na mudi Beleba and come on. Beleba they no see anya club to club but a unofficial. They say no mudi didn't come with you. They say Manchester United and Kofu be mentioned say Sikana Chelsea tuya for Joao Pedro no. Saskani be na modeba. In Serbia, man you for no say oh you feel say Joao Pedro Sikano around 55 na Saskana ye the bar mobeji. Yes Brighton for no. A shell will before say, Mamusia. Say, Ubetia, man, you for say, Joao Pedro, a striker. Inti defensive midfielder, the dainty and the board, they say, striker. They say, a Honama, Bright, say, a Honor Brighton for Buffy. Story coming in, but this is someone who writes and is close to Manchester United. So, and I'm giving it credits, and I say, sanity. And I know myself follow suit to Reneno. Say, Adrian Rabiot. Any Jonathan Rowe, Konto, say, so I give lady a shink of 4 betu 10 against 11. No, Mama Rene for an show. Said Tokobi said almost Kontoko dressing room. It say myself for a you would if you listed also say on to some back answer more beings. Omo Baba say Tim Nandro Rabi or Nancy away. Oh, Kontoko. Referred Nancy or Paluk Shaw. Say, look, Shaw, please stay fit. Stay fit. Stay fit. Who stay fit and be what similar pa biggie.
Kwaku, Maman Shassia from Jacob Kivio. Arsenal. I'm found the amount of money Beba Kivio. Arsenal shouldn't sell. Yeah. I am saying Arsenal shouldn't sell because at the end Arsenal every Premier League. Kwaku Minu say for some seasons now. At the Arsenal Bobo Kone Paya squad depth. Arsenal defense, Yabeka Wasem said the Arsenal defense at a point in a problem because Saliba and Asa Gabriel Magalhaes in the one central defense no money obi on the beshawo. Last season, And now Gabriel Magalhaes in the Honor, Jacob Kivior to me standing up to the test. A ball in that position, a man named Macon kind of man Arsenal. Magalhaes about back, but O'Brien and Penny for here. Says Jacob Kivior a backup poor. We still need another player. Also bet me about our position because Arsenal is building something for the future. I'm found some Premier League regional. Saliba likely say Abia within the next 2 seasons on your part of the Arsenal team. It is on equa. Omubenya players from the bench as one could to be betimi ababa bishim no masiakan. And I was a Christian Mosquera. And so the Nababa Bekan was central defense on him. Say Omrameka Kivio na say in case say Ebehia so be kwa kushimwa. Yenya 2 solid central defenders are time bia bibi besibiano or betimi akwa kurum. In this time way, our team actually one of them solid no. And konko dwini sika ho ne konko jai Kivio manenko.
Nessa moto Mosquera basisi.
And I make can say Mosquera or what? Kivio so here. Mosquera hasn't played in the Premier League. So what is the guarantee say on this season ebe farmer no? There is no guarantee. But who will be at least what better one match in the shape of Kivio last season
when you wage bill. Says he say Califury fit. Say Califury fit. Na Mosquera fit. I said no. Because last year Kivio any chance Bobby because na Califury in your fit. But they say if he is fit, Luis Kelly beats me about left back. There's no point. If you understand, he wasn't even part of the team.
And I make say, if you are looking at all these things that all can want some there, and can play and not pa. But I am saying this because squad depth na ye can want some. And no me point to. Aha Arsenal bobo ko ne pen. Arsenal bobo ko. Last 2 seasons semi-kind year.
Yeah.
One of the reasons someone to me and the English Premier League, Saliba oko prior.
No correct.
There wasn't any better replacement. See, Jacob Kivio last season, actually, say he's a good replacement for the Saliba position. And also Gabriel Magalhaes' position. And only Danchen. Christian Mosquera. But Mosquera now, he's a new player to the English football terrain. And there is no guarantee. Some Mosquera Bejinemu Ebefa. It's the Arsenal in Nimshe Krampona. Omonfa Jokeres, the any example. Jokeres numbers for the free Portugal Lebano. In the first game, I'm farm. It is a Mosquera bo. Na say I'm fa. Na say Abraham to what on Jacob Kivio kwaku. Then Arsenal goes back to square one. And that is me fear. And for me, Omoma Branty and Intena. Not possibly after this season. Na say Mosquera almost our warming itself into the Arsenal team proper. Any Premier League in it, then they can take that decision. Kwaku Roma. Omo forget Jadon Sancho born and kata onya na adwen to obobi.
Everyone needs time to think about
who player when you serious we are say Sancho da.
He's
not a serious player. She ne bia me kase e wi ase abrabo no ho. Okay, obi an kwan of aso born bra. Obi wo ho no mo a, o feel say ene ohia ska. Enti sika no ohia ne no kwaku. So sika ne na onwene de ebeti kyena ho. But there are certain opportunities today. Kwaku e bia sika nimu o. But o grab sa opportunity ne na e kyena. Eno na di sika beba obotom.
Chelsea man around 150. That was the base. Juventus Ekaso man 100. 1G. Roma no matter say around 80. Onji. Saudi Arabia also uncle. Was still he's good enough for the big clubs.
Minyananka Sancho ni omo di dwane bi. Enkankan Ghana ha. Omo tonton cars ne nema kase ne bi adi nkomo. Oku price ne de ebedi kan aba no odi agro na wanya. Ahwa de beba akire nyina aginyame. Unze shase from Chelsea there no. And a Juve there ne ba from. Roma there no from change Juve there no. Titiana etiko from. And Sancho adia he needs now. The platform and the coach that is going to bring back the Sancho we knew or Dortmund. But I am a yasa akwadani nyam hu sa ade no. He still thinks it's all that so yes Sancho now know about Dortmund and Sana all join Manchester United no. But when you say Sancho ni biom, e din na that so yes Sancho. But the performance is not the Sancho know about Dortmund and so about Manchester no. The player should know that. What he needs now is a platform to get back to the best of form. Sikana open and then. So konya opportunity now boni year to say na what Dortmund na. Kwaku ubetimi anya sika change the Manchester United the mauno. That is what he should be thinking about. And Ferdinand asemno kan no. Say oyi the best central defender of Premier League anymore. Obeyi Virgil van Dijk. But oyi best central defensive pair. Obeyi Saliba and Magalhaes. Many Ferdinand they are doing 100%.
Okay.
Kwaku last season, ebo Premier League in the year. Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba, Emienu, and they conceded the fewer number of goals in the English Premier League. Arsenal conceded 34 goals. It will EP on him. They conceded the fewer number of goals in the English Premier League. It is a partnership. A nipa mienu omo central defense. A central defense a strong. And a they car somebody are. Then definitely, no partnership was better than any other because they conceded the fewer number of goals. Oh yeah, no few on one. Say ope back ope. Na offer Van Dijk. They be amekase so be kasem about footballer. First of all, you look at the person talking about the game, or your ex-footballer, a legend of the game. He was a central defender. Ferdinand knows who a quality centre back is because in the position, and so I don't know. And Kwaku, ebi a Van Dijk be mistake bako. Ebi a Chena Van Dijk be mistakes mienu. And to be Ginaso Akase Virgil Van Dijk and Sam Fata say your body did so the best central defender in the English Premier League. But for someone to become the best, it doesn't necessarily mean Teddy without mistakes. It takes years of consistency to build that kind of status we are talking about. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. And years of consistent good football and as a performance. And I do Makako Jina Baby, Omujina Sesiano. Inti ene. Opa Boriasi Bonina. Obin Tibin Kasa Asamati Yadia Chain Messi. Asamati Yadia Chain Cristiano Ronaldo. Because of the years of consistent good performance, Ronaldo ni Messi de Mayen.
Yeah.
Lami Yama board now. There are players out boniding. Say Lami Yama in Bobo player Asamati. Asamati Ronaldo American. And how would you know be a boss?
Mukrame Chaukuto.
So what I say? But Lami Yama born now Obono. There were seasons or timer. Now the ball it is a Messi the pepe.
Okay.
But ultimately konko kasa asemno because the years of consistency. I know Messi di Gina asono. Lami Yama nyambe ho kwata kra fe na woduru Messi butu.
Oh.
Onyam from man ko to dwem.
Butu no kro wie.
Yes. It's the Virgil van Dijk upbuild this status na the amano with the years of consistent good performance but, as a central defender.
But people disrespect him and I get sad.
Kwaku
Virgil van Dijk top. I mean, sometimes I don't understand. We think that we a defender was saw that form no Virgil van Dijk on time na for more.
Debbie.
See, people think say Ojani, attackers. That is a lie. People say I don't get it. See, on say your perception be. Inti Ebiane said the last time na me ni wodin komo me catch say so we a coach now want to talk on sa now move and show action if you say unyane
sika kono ne kwasi apia
exactly to say the na nkofo me pese me bo coach bi the mo am ya we coach bi e come to say Carlo Ancelotti after all his achievement people still think say onyade na the place na bobo the mano there's a mentality be I don't get it. Oh, a player now won't chichia, yes, one yadi. She said, me, I don't get Unimbobo. It's a yes, a land was son. Adea, do me ya goal scoring. Who told you goal scoring is cheap?
Review, no, me one a Jumani go check.
Oh, say, your perception be a while. Nippon will be a jatu. There are goalkeepers, makes me a goalkeepers be a while. They were top goalkeepers and nay your bone didn't show all respect to more power, but some goalkeepers, Rebecca say lack. No one town to 2 months to form here did that. How many times don't they did that form get great? Did that knows the positioning?
Yeah.
When you make us ask on to turn home, the arts of reading the game are the most difficult thing as a defender. Defender read the game. Masa Who was our skill now? It is better chance will be already that form. Van Dijk reads the game well.
And in the Premier League, Obi Ebebo central defender be oya de chain Van Dijk.
Na wanya na nkofon sam o mokeka. Na no kra semenyo go ye ko hyeru ma hye ko twa azanhro. Meanwhile, the bigger picture was that Van Dijk efa na Konate so ginase ya ono so making sure so almost semenyo for ball in fa ho. No ma hye ko twa star be the about to serve ever as the onim the oye. Master, whether you like him or not, me I am a Manchester City fan. You were Manchester United. We will cry the rival power in Liverpool. But you are saying the truth.
He's my best central defender.
Exactly, he has been the top guy, whether you like him or not. But master, football, no. Van Dijk was master the art of reading the game. But he organizes the back very well. On him where to position himself at any point in time. It is a few mistakes now. They can say, "Onya, dear master, this guy he has been consistent for how many years now? I think 4 to 5 years, right?" Oh, come on,
bro.
Master. Defenders you will be on chow. Huh? Cavallo moon to try and you'll be an ASAU.
Sergio Ramos.
Oh, say, sad defenders, your respect on power. You know what? That from hey, in there,
it's your crew.
But there are other refined defenders, almost also there, yes, sir. Oh, big wrap up, mommy. Last
for me, I think that. For Virgil van Dijk, where we have to put that kind of premium on his name. Why Jumana want any that kind of status, and he's a top central defender, no doubt.
Big na Anaya Juada. Chelsea for J Club World Cup into Monday. You beat me shake Chelsea JC the Quadruma. What sort of indiscipline? Chelsea fans need be and your munina ebi.
Na indiscipline.
He said, "A Juada, you said."
Now the thing the Chelsea for Neka. Almost say 4 years in a Sokrana, still number 2 world champions for the last 4 years.
Oh,
share one thing. Some more Garudo.
A yebu, say, and your munina, Obu or your moderate kakra. Banco football, extreme Chelsea supporter, Aquabia, Minimna, or take Collins. On your more technician. Father Dust. Sanko for now, we shall one. One in the casa 1 minute. Now, as I
was a Chelsea bum.
I was a old tiny Chelsea, and so I Chelsea for you. Oh, no. Now, need to bet time go for the buy first. Well, Sabi, another Chelsea will Quabrani Susuno.
Said the Kenyan and any Ajapa. Miama who be
FIFA for now some person 2 years no nkomo no serious o omo de di nkomo wechiri clubs na someone ti as schedule no
Chelsea for no mo ntwa for the nwa
they person 2 years clubs ni be penisa what I say clubs ni be sika na wo mu ni no
honestly go aside scan the memi nya na sanka mepe
2 years
yeah because club world cup ni mo de for us to wait for 4 solid years.
Barca for say time pa. Barca for say joint tournament.
Omuko bi an complete in come register mu nyina.
Dey bom. Ska dey come nye bebre.
Register mu nyina.
Any dey no kasem bi no. Kamu kra 1:1 in come na mkwanso. Ka by this time 1:1 cry available.
Come register mu nyina.
Yapon